capital at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready. And the Cleveland Browns. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. That is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
22-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
The play. And it brings up third down.
From the gun, it's Locke. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on third down. Never ideal conditions in the snow for a kicker, but the first test on the opening drive, he passed it.
He certainly did. You know what the unit told me was their biggest issue playing in the snow? You just worry about something getting in your eye as the ball is snapped, and then you might miss it, and there goes 3 points off the board.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The quarterback.
He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week.
Loss of 9.
And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. All that for a 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Los Angeles.
A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
Rams 10. Browns nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
Take off your helmet and give me a kiss.
All the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-round?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
set to begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he's got his man on the out route. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards. First down, Rams.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He's brought down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10. Browns 7.
Now they try the right side here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LA.
Touchdown.
A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideout. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
42-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From just shy of midfield, Locke, and he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Locke working out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, the ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 18.
On play action, they'll throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams add on to their lead. Now the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Makes the score Rams 24, Browns 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
2nd and 5. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
What's tight? Tight ends right. What's tight? Tight ends right. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. 3 down, 3 down.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
The 30-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Complete in the end zone. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to let it go again. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 9, Locke. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a handoff here to his running back. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll buy some time right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
The trapdoor's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Lock. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big conversion there for the Rams on 3rd down. 52 yards.
First down, Rams.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a handoff looking right. And they get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. With touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
someone
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They go play action here on 1st down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And now here is another interception.
All you got to do is
Picked off at the 18. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And that stretches the lead to 27.
makes the score Rams 37, Browns 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
10.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Come get some.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Complete.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A beautiful spin and room to run. And now look at him go.
I'm only going to be able
And
to
they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. We got 3
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers.
26 Mike. Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to air one out. This is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16.
Browns 21.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away.
That's caught inside the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. 70 yards. And the Rams have got it on cruise control. And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score Rams 51. Browns 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do. And
he's got the lane, and there he goes. 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he loses the football a second time. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Good gain there on 1st down. And keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Locke going to throw it here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Los Angeles, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.